And we begin this evening in Fire Watch as the Oregon Department of Forestry says they are out of money to pay for the most destructive and most expensive wildfire season in state history. Thanks for being with us here at 5. I'm Albert James. ODF reports 1.9 million acres of land have burned so far this year, nearly double the acreage that burned in the notorious 2020 wildfires and far above any of the last 30 years. Kyle Williams, ODF's Deputy Director for Fire Operations, says they've spent $250 million in wildfire costs, a still growing bill that is much higher than they initially expected. With the unprecedented costs, they have to turn to Oregon's Emergency Board, which allocates emergency money to all kinds of state agencies outside of the legislative session. ODF is asking for $47.5 million from the E-Board, including $40 million from its general fund to cover immediate expenses. Williams acknowledges it's a big ask, considering the E-Board only has $43 million to give from its general fund.
In those E-Board requests, there's a lot of really important priorities for other agencies, for other Oregonians, right, not impacted by fire.
Now, the E-Board meets next week, and the Legislative Fiscal Office recommends the board pay ODF the full $47 million by using the general fund and natural disaster emergency money. But the Fiscal Office says ODF will need much more than their request, writing cash projections indicate insolvency in November and a shortfall of $54 million by January. Now, the Department of Forestry will get a payday loan from the Department of Administrative Services to cover checks through the end of this year, which still might not be enough. But Williams says everyone will work everything out.
It will happen that we will pay our vendors. We will take care of our firefighters. I have no doubt in my mind.
Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, hear from Williams about how costs for wildfires have mounted each year and what that means for future wildfire responses.